4-2 is a pretty tough level. Climb up this vine to start off the level, and then you're gonna have a lot of icy platforms and a whole horde of Bezos coming your way. You're gonna have to jump and duck under a lot of them to avoid them, and you're probably gonna have to try 1 or 2 times just to get used to the pattern. It opens up a little bit, but they don't stop coming for a while until we get to the end. Once you reach the door, you end up in another area filled with water, some more ice platforms, as well as some whales. You're gonna have to use the whales as normal platforms. The water spout that comes out of their back you can jump on top of, but if you run directly into it as it's coming up, you will get hurt. If you have a potion, you can use it and go down that tube there to instantly warp to level 6. After we ride another rocket ship, we end up with a Shy Guy riding another one of those auto bombers. So throw the Shy Guy off this time though, and ride on top of it to get over the spike area. Watch out for the Porcupose and then enter the door at the end for a battle against a Birdo. This is one of those red Birdos, and we're gonna have to actually jump on the eggs this time since there is no other items to aid us. Just be careful to only jump on the eggs and not accidentally jump on any of the fireballs. At the beginning of 4-3, you're going to see this Birdo. What you're going to have to do is wait for it to shoot an egg out, and then jump on it and ride the egg across the water. So make sure that when you jump on it, you don't accidentally pick it up. Inside here, we're going to have to make our way up the icy platforms while lots of flurries are going to try to come down and hit us. So be very careful and move slowly so that the flurries don't end up running right into you as they make their way down. After climbing that long ice tower, we now go into another door where we're actually going to have to climb back down a different tower. Wait for the Shy Guys to walk over, and the red one will actually fall off the platform. Jump on top of his head and ride him as he works across the spikes. After a long drop, you can then enter the door. Inside here is the key, so work your way above, watching out for the flurries, and grab the key, and get ready to run from the Phanto again. You're going to have the Phanto and the flurries chasing you, so be careful, and use that key to take out the flurries if they get too close. Once we go through the door, we're back outside again. Go over just a little bit and end up entering another door. Right there is the crystal, and then you'll be able to enter to go into the boss battle of this world. This boss is very tough. Try to get one of the 2 items up, and get ready to start throwing it at him as he moves back and forth while just clipping his head. This is easily the best strategy to use against him so you don't have to go down to fight him. Once you hit him 3 times, you're then going to have to take out the individual flames. Each flame only has 1 hit of damage, but if you're really quick about it and they're bunched together, you can take them out with 1 hit. However, after a few seconds, they're going to start breaking apart and chasing you around. Just stay up and keep picking up the item the best you can, and throw it at them when you get the best opportunity. World 5 is a night-themed level as we enter inside a cave where we're going to have to work our way across a long waterfall. The hard part about this waterfall is that after a little bit of the logs, you're going to have to actually jump on the heads of different fish as they jump out of the water. If you want to, you can use the potion there, and you'll actually be teased with a mushroom on the top area, which will land on one of those 2 other items, and you won't be actually able to get to it. Inside here is our first battle against the Grey Birdo. The Grey Birdo shoots only flames, so you're gonna have to use the items in the room in order to take it out. This level has some Ostros being ridden by Shy Guys as well as a lot of the Hoop Star bugs. Jump on the Hoop Stars as they're working their way up the trees so that you can use them to catapult yourself over to the other platforms. Climb up the vine at the end, and while climbing up, you're going to have to avoid some Bezos as well as some Sniffets trying to fire at you. In this room, pick up the POW block and then you're going to start falling down a long gap. Try to do your best to avoid the spikes as you're falling. However, it's probably going to take a time or two to get used to this. Once you get to the big open area though, head over to the right. Not all the way so you hit that top right spike, but just enough so you don't end up falling in any of those little openings and fall straight into the water. The next room we have to deal with a jumping fish as well as a battle against a red birdo. You can use the fish if you want to as a weapon to help you out as well. In 5-3, we're going to start off with some albatrosses flying overhead, dropping some bombs on us. Use the bombs in order to open up the gap here so that you can get through the wall. You can then pick up another bomb in order to drop that so that you can get to the ladder a little bit easier. Once down here, run over to the left, avoiding the bomb-bombs. You're not going to need to use any of them to blow up the walls. Pick up this vegetable so that you can use it to take out the Panzer on the other platform. This room can be a little bit tough. You're going to have to pick up the items and work your way down the right side of the screen. Be sure to watch out for the Shy Guys as they spawn, and the Sparks as they work their way up. When you get to the bottom, it's now time to work your way up the left side. At the top, be sure to watch out for the two bomb-bombs as they're going to fall off the top platform. Use the items and stack them up so that you can get up to these platforms, and stand on the far left side of that bottom platform so that when the Panzer is working its way over, you don't get hit by it or the flames. The second Panzer, you want to kind of trick it so that it ends up falling down like one of the gaps so that you can get by. In this room, take out the Pidget and then use the magic carpet to ride over. There's going to be a second Pidget, but just avoid it and keep riding the carpet over because you should have enough to get to the next platform. Once we get over here, it's time for a one-on-one showdown against another red birdo, so be careful of the flames and use the eggs to take it out. Once he's done, grab the crystal and it's time for another boss battle. The boss for this world is Clawgrip. Clawgrip picks up rocks from his rock pile to the right of him and then throws them in different directions. Your job is to pick up the rocks once they bounce off that little tiny wall on the left here, jump on top of it and then pick it up, launch them at him. Be very careful though, because he's not always going to throw them in the same exact pattern every time. So you're not quite sure exactly where he's going to throw these rocks, so you always have to be on guard and get ready to jump on them. Also, don't spend too much time on the top platform, because he will skim the rocks across the top platform and end up hitting you if you're right next to him or on that top level. Once he's taken care of, it's time to go to World 6. World 6 is another desert-themed level, so we have some more Cobrats to deal with, as well as some Pokies. There's a lot of quicksand throughout this desert, so be sure not to accidentally get sucked down into it. Once up here, get over the Pokies, or use the Pokie's body in order to take out that Panzer so that you can get over to this door. In here, there's a lot of different tubes to go down, but only one contains the key. The one right next to the far Cobrat is the one you're going to have to enter in order to get the key.